It's week 4 of the 2033 season, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chiefs and the Steelers, and it's coming up next.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, wild first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you said, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things start to become a little bit more clear. We know the contenders. We know the teams that have...
Riley Patterson is the kicker, and he's got it on the tee. And off we go from the Steel City. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the rookie quarterback, the young man from the University of Michigan.
And this is where you really need your quarterback, Mike, to step up and not just lead your offense, but to really establish himself as the leader of this entire team. You're looking to pick up your first win. You're trying to build a little momentum to kickstart what's been a slow start to the season. Remember, another loss here today, 0-4, would all but eliminate their playoff chances. Only one team in NFL history, the 1992 San Diego Chargers, has ever made the playoffs after an 0-4 start.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Open man is Jennings. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver, leads to a real nice run after catch, and brings up first down.
They'll look to throw yet again. This one caught by the back, out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Back to the air one more time. That's taken in by Jennings. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs. This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone, and listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not, and you get paid to make the difficult catches, and I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
That one is good. And the Steelers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. but that's a good 3 points to start this game.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
I don't care how long you've been playing or how good of a player you are, Mike. It is inevitable in the NFL that some days it just doesn't go your way, and you're going to have a bad game. The key, though, is can you prevent that one bad performance from turning into two? And that's certainly the case here today. It's going to take a significantly better performance out of him at the quarterback position if they want to avoid another loss. A big part of that is, can he mentally bounce back from last week, put it behind him, and come out and play to his level of football? It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. He'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, KC. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
Think back to the spring, Mike. We all watched the highlights of this guy's pro day, and you always question, why do they make these quarterbacks just rear back and throw it as far as they can? How often are they really going to do that? Well, when they do, like we saw here, it is a thing of beauty. He put that big arm on display with that last pass, and it winds up going for 6.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Chiefs move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Steelers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Cooks going in motion. His drive will start on the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Steeler first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. Tight end going in motion here. He'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end. And they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Now the extra point. His kick is good. And the Steelers are on top. It's now 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Still 2nd down.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 2. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
When you give the ball to the fullback, it just hits a lot faster, so it puts a lot of pressure on the defense to trust their reads and react. It's exactly what we saw here. They're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now a give up the middle. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Chiefs will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Steelers offense and their running back set to go once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. He's got it inside the 20. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The PAT up and good. And the Steelers go up by 7. It is now 17-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. They bring their tight end right. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
On 4th down, the Chiefs will send out Tommy Townsend to punt as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. The Steelers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Quickly to the outside and complete.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Gets it away. A gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. Open man is Jennings.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the Chiefs' 19-yard line.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. His throw left side is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll stop at just over a minute remaining in this first half. Here's 1st and 10. Going for it all. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Kansas City. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Is good. Makes the score Steelers 20, Chiefs 17.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steelers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And this throw batted away and incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. That's taken in by Jennings. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. Returnable from the 17. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to get it one final time in this first half. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Chiefs 24, Steelers 20.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Man in motion here is Jennings. From the gun, here's a handoff. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Back to throw. This one downfield, complete to Cooks. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. This pass right side taken in by Cooks. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
Second and goal.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Touchdown, Steelers. The extra point is good. And the Steelers go up by 3. It's 27-24. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. Steelers on the pickup at 2nd and 8.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone. Here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now return coming from the 7. Woo. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Man in motion here is Jennings. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the... On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He's got room to roam. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's the gainer there. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll look to throw. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. No problem there on the extra point. And the Steelers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense.
The penalty yardage not quite enough for a first down, so they're still looking at 3rd and inches. Throwing now from the gun. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
On comes the Chiefs punter. They forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This one, returnable. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a give on the ground. Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Steelers offense ready for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense back onto the field for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver and knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll send a tight end in motion. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll look to throw again. That one into the hands of Smart. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll go left side here and complete this one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to the air one more time. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Towels waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion right. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So now, pressure situation for Riley Patterson. This to even the score late. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Hook's able to pull that one in. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. To the air now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. There's that man again. Another catch. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
The extra point is up and through. And the Steelers will go up by 7. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. We'll stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. Back to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay. And I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late fourth as the kickoff comes. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. Here is 1st and 10. They'll run here. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here we go. One final play. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets one possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This one taken at the 7. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Now a handoff running right. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. And that not a guy you can afford to lose here in overtime. They'll try to run with their fullback. They'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Throwing is Mahomes. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets this up to the 42.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Downfield, he's got the big target, Jennings. And he's going to go all the way to win it here in overtime. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game.
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory.